Wouldn't it be nice for the student in your class who needs a higher level of challenge, the next thing on the style checklist? You can whip out these nice looking checklists, and it just adds a level of precision and professionalism to the teaching.
Hello, and welcome to the Arts of Language podcast with Andrew Pudewa, founder of the Institute for Excellence in Writing, or as many like to say, IEW. My name is Julie Walker, and I'm honored to serve Andrew and IEW as the Chief Marketing Officer. Our goal is to equip teachers and teaching parents with methods and materials which will aid them in training their students to become confident and competent communicators and thinkers. So, Andrew, I have been working directly with IEW and for you for almost 18 years.
Wow. We'll have to have a big party when we hit 20, huh?
I know, right? And of course, I did have some history working with you before I was an employee working for Biola University, and we had you come down and do some workshops there, and they were wonderful. But I think about all the projects that you wanted to do when I first started, and you just said, hey, here's an idea. This is one of the things that I wanted to do. And one of them was this idea of having a membership, including people, having them feel special, that they were part of something bigger than themselves. And it actually took us a few years to actually roll this out.
Of course.
Because I don't think technology was quite ready for what we had wanted. But in 2014, we unveiled our premium membership, and now here we are in 2025, over 10 years later, and it continues to grow, and our membership continues as well to grow, just both the benefits and the perks that are included in becoming a premium membership. So I thought it would be great for us to have that conversation about why premium membership, what are the features and benefits, and who's invited to be a premium member.
Well, great. Let me ask you then, what are the benefits of premium membership?
Well, there are so many now. I mean, we add a little bit and a little bit and a little bit.
We try. I mean, if you don't add value,
true,
then people will extract whatever benefit they can,
right,
and then move on. But if you can keep adding value, then they want to stay in. And I think what we do offer, for the people who are serious about doing what we help them do in the best way possible, it's well worth it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So what's included, we'll start there.
Okay.
Because that sounds like what your question is. So one of the most important things that we include with the premium membership, and membership is an annual subscription. So people who are a premium member, they can renew or just have it for 1 year.
And it's way less than, one Starbucks drink every couple weeks. So
right.
It's really not a big cost.
It's not a big cost. So one of the most valuable things in our premium membership is the entire Teaching, Writing, Structure, and Style teacher training course. And that's 15 hours of instruction where you are taking the teachers through the 9 structural models and beyond, because we do a little bit more after Unit 9, which is the formal critique, writing about literature, and you go on to a little bit more than that, but also all of the different stylistic techniques, the dress-ups, the sentence openers, the decorations, and some of the advanced techniques. 15 hours of training, all of that streaming video. So that is one of the reasons why we couldn't immediately launch the program, is because we wanted to be able to include this in a way, and the internet just wasn't quite ready for streaming video until, maybe in 2014. So that's the biggest thing, which I love. Also, what we included as somewhat related to that is something we called, in-house, we call it T-Tap. So it's where Andrew Pudewa does tap dancing. No, that's not it at all. It's teaching tips. Teaching tips with Andrew Pudewa. And it's actually a series of interview questions that I ask you related to what I just saw you teach with Structure and Style for Students.
Well, and also based on questions that we've been answering as a company,
yes,
as a team, getting those questions, answering at once, formulating a slightly better answer, answering again, trying to train our people. Here's the type of answers to give. And then, so that all just got distilled into these little interviews you did at the end of each class. And people can benefit from that without even watching all the student videos that we did in context of creating the TTAP stuff.
Well, that's absolutely true. They're designed to go with the structure and style for student videos, and they're numbered, they're labeled that way. This one goes with week 1, level B, year 2. So they're labeled that way. But honestly, when I was asking the questions, I had no idea what we were going to cut and keep in the video. And so some of the questions probably were not related to content that our listeners would actually see, but it was still a valid question. Like, what happened? Why did you respond this way to this student when they had this question?
And those are pretty short.
Yeah.
5-10 minutes max. So easy for people to access and probably not as searchable as maybe someday they will be, but certainly available for people who want. So we've got that, the TTAP.
Yeah, TTAP. And now with our structure and style for students, year 3, level B, we have a full 7 years of TTAP available to our premium members.
Wow. It's more than I would have imagined.
I know. Can you imagine that? And then the other thing that we include is we have collected all of your articles that you've written over the years in digital form. So every time you write a new article for a Magalog, we include those as part of the premium membership. And they can download these PDFs and share them with their friends and say, hey, there's a really interesting article about a whole host of things.
And one thing I've encouraged teachers in a school, administrators, or people who are maybe teaching in a co-op or teaching online, they can grab those articles and send them to parents of the students they're teaching to help the parents understand a little bit better why and how they're doing what they're doing.
Yep.
And I think that's probably an underused idea. And I would hope that from this episode, some people would say, oh, never thought of that. Scan the articles, maybe starting with Convert to Pen.
Yep, that's
and
a great
send
one.
that to the parents. Why are you doing this? They don't necessarily know, but then that short little article, and all my stuff is very short because I don't like writing that much. So I kept them pretty short.
Yep. I did fail to mention something about the Teaching, Writing, Structure, and Style video course, and that is that we have subtitles. So there's the English subtitles. So if you say something a little more quickly than what they could actually pick up, they can read the subtitles. Or if they're hearing impaired in any way. Personally, I just like having the subtitles on now all the time, just so I can do something else.
Well, and we have subtitles in other languages.
Well, and that's what I was
well.
also going to share, that we have them in other languages, including Spanish. Mandarin Chinese is, I think, our latest edition. Portuguese is in there as well. So it's a really fun way to learn the structure and style approach in another language. But I will mention, though, we do have some part of our premium membership, Spanish language resources. So I'm going to read this to you, and then I'm going to try it again. All right, here we go. Do you have an English language learner or prefer to learn IEW's structure and style method in Spanish? Teach students confidently and effectively using these Spanish language tools. You ready? ¿Tiene un alumno que aprende inglés o prefiere aprender el método de estructura y estilo de IEW en español? And then on it goes. So,
well, you are braver than I am. I would not go to try and say that
well,
myself.
I need to finish it. Enséñales con confianza. See, I can't. See, these are now confidently and effectively utilizando estas herramientas en español.
Okay, now you're just showing off.
No, now I'm just trying to show everybody that English is my first language, and
but we have it, and I think that will expand over the coming years. Because there's more and more of an international community of people who want the highest, best education for their kids.
Yeah, exactly.
And we can contribute to that now in a even more comfortable and effective way.
Yes. And we're adding, of course, a little bit more. We are working on translating the seminar workbook. And so right now the portions of the seminar workbook as a part of the premium membership en español. And then we've also included the source text for medieval history-based writing lesson that have been translated into Spanish. So that's wonderful. So I mentioned the articles. We also have...
How do people access the Spanish stuff? Is there a quick link where you can just see what's there all at once?
Well, yes. It is iew.com/Spanish.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
pretty
easy.
simple. But some of the things that I mentioned, these are just only in the premium membership.
Right.
But there are other articles that we have that have been translated into Spanish. So those are on our Spanish page.
Okay.
Then I mentioned the articles. We have compiled all of your articles into a book called However Imperfectly. And this is a physical book, and we include with the premium membership a coupon that you can actually order this book. We have had some of our premium members, fortunately not all of them, request to have these autographed by you, Andrew, and we're happy to do that. But I'd say fortunately not all, because we have over 8,000 premium members right now, and I think would be probably doing nothing else but autographing books. But this is a coupon for you available in our premium membership. However Imperfectly is the name of the book, and that is a nod to the lead article, However Imperfectly, Lessons Learned from 30 Years of Teaching. And you wrote that in 2018. And I just, I have this book in front of me, and there are beautiful illustrations in here. And one of the pictures that was penciled here is a type of pot that's in Japan. Do you know about this? Did you see this?
It's like broken
Yes.
and then put together, and so it has kind of a broken but complete feeling to it.
Exactly, but they're put together with gold lacquer.
Oh.
And so it makes it really even more beautiful than perhaps the pot originally was because of the gold etched into it. So anyway, However Imperfectly, Lessons Learned from 30 Years of Teaching, and other articles. And we go all the way back. We start with the most recent one. In this book, 2018 is our most recent one. And we go all the way back to, I think, 2004. Hold on, let me look.
Oh, no, it's before that.
Oh, yes, 1998.
Yeah.
That's about when I first learned about you, and you wrote something about 6 traits. So remember when 6 traits was a big thing? It might
Memory
still be.
lane.
Yeah. So the book is another thing that you can get. Also, we include 1 free shipping coupon. So if you want to save up all your purchases for one time during the year, we've got a free shipping code that's included with your premium membership. And then we also have, this is one of those, and that's not all. We have the first year of linguistic development through poetry memorization. I shouldn't say the first year.
First level.
Yeah. Yes. And so level 1 is included as a part of the premium membership. So if you ever thought, I keep hearing Julie and Andrew talk about the value of memorizing poetry, well, here's an opportunity.
You got no excuse not to try it out.
Yeah, try it out. It's year 1 is included with your premium membership. And then one other thing I'm going to mention, because if you go to iew.com/premium, you'll see this all spelled out. But one of the things that I love that we do every year is we do something called a premium member gathering. And so you do a couple of workshops for our premium members every year, just on a topic. Usually we just do a survey and said, what do you want Andrew to speak on? We did last year in 2024, you did a workshop with Hannah Averett on grading and how to grade efficiently, effectively. And we, at that time, unveiled our IEW gradebook tool that makes life so much easier for those teachers. They're doing all that grading.
Though we should clarify that the gradebook application is not fully included in the premium membership. It's an additional subscription.
Yes.
But you have not mentioned my favorite thing.
Oh, what's that?
About the premium membership.
Okay, what's that?
This is why I maintain my premium membership year after year.
Okay, what's that?
The checklist generator.
Oh, yes, of course.
I love that thing.
Yes.
And of course, I dreamed of it for years. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just click some boxes and have a customized checklist for the student in your class who needs a higher level of challenge, the next thing on the style checklist, or removing something or customizing it or changing. And it's so nice, user-friendly. You can whip out these nice-looking checklists, and it just adds a level of precision and professionalism to the teaching. And I'm teaching again.
Yes, you
my
are.
grandchildren and their cousins and their friends, and it's going really well. But I love that checklist generator. So I think that in itself is easily worth twice the cost of the premium membership. But you kind of, you have to play around with it. And then you see, wow, this is cool.
And I'm really glad you mentioned that, Andrew. And I hadn't gotten to that one yet, but we'll just jump right to that. Almost everything that I've mentioned so far, linguistic development through poetry memorization, these are products that you can buy outside of premium membership. But the checklist generator, the only way to get it is to be a premium member. And we've had people say, can I please just have the IEW checklist generator? And the answer is absolutely, become a premium member and it's all yours.
Yeah.
At least for the time that you keep your premium membership up to date.
Yeah, but what's the annual cost? Once you get the initial subscription, which includes the whole TWSS, renewal is what?
Let me just speak to that. So to first sign up for premium membership, you either pay the annual fee, the first annual fee, which is $99 a year, or you get the Teaching Writing Structure and Style video course, and it's included with that, or any of our Structure and Style for Students premier packages, which is included, you get the premium membership. And then when you sign up, your membership will automatically renew at $39 a year. So it's only $39 a year to renew. So when you first sign up, you're given instructions of how to sign up, but you put in your credit card, and then every year...
It's like 70 cents a week.
It's
For the
right.
checklist generator, it is way worth it.
Right. So really, really awesome thing. Another thing that premium members get is a special newsletter just for them that we call the monthly mug. So every month we send out a little notice to all of our premium members that includes maybe a link to some helpful talks that you've given, maybe an invitation to participate in a premium member gathering, or maybe they will have their name announced as the winner of IEW's mug.
Yeah, and how many people have said, could I buy one of those mugs? And no, following the principle of scarcity creating value,
Yes.
we don't sell swag.
We don't.
But we give it away.
Yes.
If you're lucky and if you're joined.
Or if you actually work for us, you'll receive a premium member mug.
Already, I mean, Tulsa's growing so rapidly. Now, what are you going to do? You got hundreds of people want to move here and work for us just to get a mug.
Just to get a mug. But yeah, this is just a fun little thing. So it's, just support that we offer throughout the year. I mentioned audio talks that you've given. A lot of the audio talks now that you have given over the years, we've made them into video. And so that's also a part of premium membership, is just a list, a catalog. It's all organized very nicely in your IEW account. And so I guess my call to action would be, if you're not already a premium member, please do so. I think you will find great benefit in it. If you are currently a premium member and had no idea of all the goodies in there, spend some time getting to know. You go to our IEW.com/user, log in. If you are a premium member, you will see that all organized for you in a nice way that you can see.
And if you can't find that, we've got people to help.
We do. You can either chat with us on our website, pop us an email, or of course, give us a call during the day, and we would be happy to help you just get more dialed into what's going on with our premium members. So Andrew said to me at the end of December, hey, Julie, let's see what we can do to let people know about the value of our premium membership. And so that's our goal today, helping you know that you can be a part of this, not exclusive club, but it certainly is a club that is accessible and has a lot of useful tools that will help you become a better teacher or teaching parent.
Yeah, exclusive would mean we would exclude people who don't qualify or something.
Right.
No, you can qualify yourself.
Yes, exactly.
And become more qualified to teach well in the process.
So true. Well, thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Julie.
Thanks so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode and want to hear more, please subscribe to our podcast in iTunes, Stitcher, or Spotify, or just visit us each week at iew.com/podcasts. Here you can also find show notes and relevant links from today's broadcast. One last thing, would you mind going to iTunes to rate and review our podcast? This really helps other smart, caring listeners like you find us. Thanks so much.